Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to tell you about all the best diets for 2023 to achieve your goals once and for all. I'm someone who has pretty much dieted my entire life. Everybody I know and love has always been on a diet, whether it's Slimming World, Weight Watchers, Slim Fast, whatever it was always like, you shouldn't eat that, are you sure you want to do that? And I became someone, whether it's genetically, whether it's a mental thing, I'm not sure. But whenever I would have like a spoonful extra of cake or something, literally the next day I'd be a pound heavier, and it became my psychological messed up situation about food where I pretty much was starving myself feels like my entire like teenage years, like 20s, everything. So I'm finally in a place now where I can eat an entire pizza. I can eat cake, I can eat cookie, I can do all of that now, and finally my body is fine. I'm not a pound heavier the next day, I'm actually fine. Nothing bad happens, and I am never restricting my diet. I eat what I want. And so let me tell you all the diets I've tried and tested, the best ones that I think are suitable for you and get you to a place where you can actually enjoy the food that you want once and for all. Let's dive in. Actually, let me start with the best way, the most healthiest way to reach your goals. So 2019, I'd gotten to it. I'm naturally very thick at the bottom part of my body and like smaller up top, and because of like my smallness up top, like literally there's no fat on my wrist, like my waist, like you've always been able to see my ribs and stuff, like no matter how much weight is on my bottom half. So I kind of just thought, if I just wear like baggy clothes, like hide my bottom half and then wear small stuff, it kind of like hid it a little bit for a while. But the problem is I was so fatty, like I had no lean muscle. I wasn't massive or anything, but I was just uncomfortable with who I was when I looked in the mirror. So eventually I got to a point where lockdown happened. I was going to the gym on and off, but I really didn't know what I was doing. And then lockdown happened, and then I started doing online workouts, which was an absolute game changer for me. I committed myself to 3 to 4 times a week, every Saturday and Sunday. They were live workouts, so I'd put my alarm on, I'd make sure I'd get up and I'd do my workouts. And I kind of, with my eating, I kind of just carried on eating a low calorie diet, purely because I didn't understand nutrition. I didn't understand how much protein I should have. I was afraid of food still, just because of that mindset that I learned from when I was a kid. And I just thought I was someone that just still couldn't eat very much. So I was still quite hungry during this time. But also on the other end of things, I guess it kind of contradicts itself, but on the other end of things, like I trained myself so well to eat low calories that I just was so used to just that hunger state that it almost became numb to it. Like I would just almost feel like not hungry. And the things that they were saying, like on the online workouts I was doing Body by Kira workouts, by the way, which I highly recommend. I looked at one of their nutrition plans, and it was like, have a slice of rye bread with avocado and tomatoes on top, and it was like a snack. I would have that as my meal, because I was like, if I eat the meal that they're suggesting, I'm like, in my head I was like, I can't have a meal for lunch because that's like a dinner, and like if I have that, I'm gonna put on weight because I'm different from everybody else, and I just put on weight if I have like a spoonful extra of something. And that was my mindset. So I still had quite a low calorie diet. I would say I was probably on 1,200 calories a day, between 1,200 to 1,400 depending. I mean, there was odd days where I would eat like 900, but it all kind of, probably on average it was 1,200 every day, if we're talking like between the 800s and the 1,400s. So yeah, when I did those workouts, I committed myself, and my body transformed so quickly. So I didn't really change my diet. I was already eating quite a low calorie. So in that sense, like my body was not changing on these calories, by the way. Before I started doing these workouts and going to the gym, like on and off, like I was always eating like this, and I never saw my body change, just because my body was so used to eating that level of calories. It was only when I committed myself to doing those home workouts that my body changed, and it changed so quickly as well. It's like you wake up one day and you realize, wow, I'm actually at my goal. Like my body's not big anymore, and it's not jiggling when I'm jumping up and down and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of, that was a game changer for me. And then once lockdown ended, I rejoined the gym, but I got myself a personal trainer, which changed my life, because I really looked into nutrition myself. I did the homework and like looked into what I should be eating. I looked at my maintenance calories for my body type, and I realized I should be eating so much more. So when I started doing my PT classes, which was so intense, it gave me the motive, and because I'd also done the previous work, so I'd got to a very slim state, not dangerously slim or anything like that, just slim, happy slim. I was confident that I could eat a little bit more, so I just upped my protein. I looked into how much protein I should have to build my muscles up. One of the reasons why I wanted to build my muscles up as well is because I was suffering so badly with sciatica, and I was going to like physiotherapy and other chiropractors and things like that, and they all told me what I need to do. The best thing to do is to build up muscle around like my glutes and my hips and things, because I'm hypermobile in some of those joints around that area, and I needed to build up muscle so that they would support my joints better, so I would stop getting the sciatic pain. So that was one of the things that were really motivating for me to go to the gym and like build up the muscle that I needed. And I'd got to a point where I'd taken myself as far as I could go with the home workouts, and I was ready to like up level myself a little bit. So I joined the gym and I got a PT, and I started with the PT once a week, and then I was training myself maybe one other time a week, and then I was going to a bounce class, which is mini trampolines, and it's like a cardio workout. Highly recommend, by the way. Definitely look that up, because they're everywhere across the country and around the world. Really fun, and really easy to burn so many calories. So I was doing one cardio and maybe one PT session, and then one other weightlifting session a week, and then if I could, I would do maybe like a half an hour home workout online. So yeah, 3 to 4 times it was a week, and then I started building up loads of muscle, and then I would have a random cheat night, and usually if I'd eat a pizza or something, I would see like my stomach would get bloated, I'd store loads of water away, I'd weigh heavier the next day, and I remember I ate like a whole pizza to myself, and afterwards I looked in the mirror and I was like, my stomach's not even bloated. I mean, I'm not saying like once you're a gym person and stuff you don't get bloated or anything, because that is the opposite of true. But I was like, this is not how my body usually reacts to pizza. And the next day my stomach was fine, it was still flat, and I was like, wow, so I can eat pizza now. And then I started trusting that I could eat more food more, and yeah, then I've got to a place where I can have 1,800 calories a day. And I know there's people out there that eat like 3,000, but honestly, that is too much for me. Like, that would not be enjoyable for me. And I think if you speak to anybody who trains a lot, and like, I know some of my guy mates would train a lot, and they would say like they have to eat so much they don't even enjoy food anymore. So I feel like 1,800 calories for me is beautiful, because it gives me the right amount of calories that I enjoy all the food that I want to eat, and I'm not overindulging, I'm not underindulging. It includes everything that I enjoy. And then as well, like, I still get to have like the odd treat now and then. Like, I have a chocolate bar every day, and you know, I have good full foods. I'm never hungry, and I eat high protein, which is fine for me. Like, it's not even a thing. And yeah, it's just the best feeling that I can just enjoy food once finally in my life, because after so many years of that psychology of like that relationship with food, and that bad mental psychology over food, because of everything that you learn as a kid, and the lack of information that's actually given to you for the understanding of nutrition and how to look after your body. It's fun. It's amazing to be in a place now where literally this is my dream. I thought that this would only exist like once I die and go to heaven. So happy days. So the best diet that I think is the most healthiest one for everybody is to work out and eat a balanced diet, high protein but balanced diet. However, I know that some people, and me included, I've been there, and my family have been there, that's not doable because you don't have the time to train, you don't, you know, you're a mum, or like you've got so much to lose that you just don't feel like it's possible, or you don't want to go to the gym because you're not confident, because of like, you feel, it's like that cycle, it's just an ongoing cycle. So you need a quicker solution to get yourself to a comfortable level, so then you can then try the gym, the working out, the home workouts, or whatever it is. Literally, I train maximum 4 times a week and I'm so happy with my body. So yeah, let's get you to that place. The best diet I would recommend is a keto diet. And I know you might have heard things about it online, and you know, you see people with results and you're just like, oh, it's another fad diet. Let me tell you, yes, it's a short-term diet, but it will get you where you need to be so much quicker that you can finally be where you want to be at a good starting foundation level for yourself, to look in the mirror and feel happy about who you are when you see yourself. And then you can get yourself to a place where you can eat whatever you want and, you know, work out and stuff. So a keto diet. So there's 2 keto diets I'm going to tell you about. I've done just a normal keto diet before. I lost literally 12 pounds in 10 days. 12 pounds in 10 days. Let me tell you about a keto diet. So keto is where you cut out carbs, so that your body doesn't run on glucose anymore. It runs on fat. It burns fat for fuel. So when you start a keto diet, you will lose loads of weight fast because it is clearing out your water and your glucose stores. And then once that is gone, it will then burn your fat. So like I say, there's 2 types of ways that your body will fuel itself, and it is either carbs, sugar, glucose, both turn into glucose in your body, or fat. When you're on a keto diet, you're basically cutting out all sugars, all carbs, and you are just eating fats and protein. And let me tell you, this diet is so freaking tasty because fat tastes amazing. So easy enough to do. You just have to kind of plan ahead. Carbs are in everything, let me tell you. Carbs are in fruit and vegetables. They're literally everywhere. But there's certain like vegetables and things that have a low amount of carbs. So on a normal keto diet, I think you're supposed to have roughly around 20 grams of carbs a day. So you add up like the 2 grams in your ketchup, the 4 grams in, you know, the veg that you're having, or you know, the sausages you might have, or whatever it is. Obviously, this diet isn't really catered for vegans and vegetarians, although it is doable. And if you look on the internet, there's ways to do it. It is just a lot easier if you eat meat. At the time, I was eating meat, so it was a lot easier. So definitely I would say look into a keto diet. There's so many amazing stories on YouTube of people who've done keto and lost so much weight. There's also a few things on Netflix. Definitely look at keto. The other keto diet that I think is probably the one to do if you want to lose a lot of weight fast. This is a diet that my mum and my sister have done. I have not personally done it, but I've seen them do it. I work with my sister, and so I'm with her every day. I see what she eats. I've read the book, well, parts of the book, not the whole thing. But I have seen my mum on a diet my entire life, and I've never, ever, ever seen her get results like this. She's never been committed for so long and like so dedicated, and the results are insane. It is called Fast 800 or Keto Fast 800, and it is, first of all, get the book on it. You can get it on Amazon. This is no way an ad or sponsorship or anything. This is me just telling you because I feel like it is the best diet I've ever seen people get results from. And let me tell you, you would see results so fast. The idea behind it is that you eat 800 calories a day which I know is very little, but you're on a keto diet, so you're eating protein and fats, and you can also eat more vegetables on this diet that you don't actually have to count into the diet in terms of counting the carbs and maybe the calories. Double check that if you're going to do this diet. And you're also allowed 50 grams of carbs, whereas on a normal keto diet you're only allowed around 20 grams of carbs, so 50 feels like loads. And you fast for a certain amount of time, so basically you only eat in an 8-hour window, and you have 800 calories. So what my mum and my sister did, and I think it's advised in the book as well, is that you have 2 meals, both 400 calories each, but because you're eating high protein and fats, your body doesn't get hungry the way that your body does when you're eating carbs and glucose. Like, I find if I have something sugary in the morning, like oats even, with like fruit and stuff, oh yeah, it looks like a healthy meal, I am starving within the next 2 hours. So for me, like, I know that even when no matter what lifestyle I'm living, I have to have like high protein in my diet in the morning and not high carbs. Like, even if I have protein, I can't have like high carbs with it. I do have carbs, like, and some carbs with it, but I can't have something that's like a bowl full of oats. So yeah, definitely if you do this diet, you'll notice that actually you're not hungry like how you used to be when your body was using glucose for fuel. So that is the best diet. My mum and my sister literally lost stones and stones and stones. And yeah, I just highly recommend it. I would say the keto fast 800 diet, there's so much research behind it, and it makes so much sense, because they say that their research shows that because you're achieving your goals so much faster and you're seeing the results so quickly and so consistently, that your mentality is so, egged on by these results, that you just stay on it and you commit to it, and you don't actually and because of that, you're not actually doing it for a long time, and it's not forever. You don't have that mentality as, oh my god, I'm gonna have to diet for the rest of my life. You see, if I was to do the fast 800 keto diet, because I had like a few stone to lose or something, I would do that diet, get my body to a place where I feel happy and comfortable with it, and then I would come off of that diet and eat a healthy, balanced diet, high protein, moderate carbs, moderate fats, and just try and commit yourself to working out 3 to 4 times a week. Like I said, with my sciatica, I realised that working out is not to get to a destination of until my body looks really great and then I don't have to work out anymore. Working out is taking care of you and your body, and that's something that I hope I do for the rest of my life. I hope I always work out and want to work out for me, so that I feel good, I feel strong, I feel healthy. And I used to even be someone that would get colds all the time, and like anything anyone had, I would get that too. Since I've been working out and really taking care of myself, I hardly ever get sick, and it just feels so good. Like, I just feel so good within myself. So yeah, I just think if I was in a position where I was really unhappy with my body and I had loads of weight to lose, I would do the fast 800 keto diet, and you don't even have to do it for very long because you'll see the results that fast. And like, my mum only did it for like maybe 3 months and she lost like 4 or 5 stone or something. So, and then I would get active, eat healthy, eat balanced, and just get active. Increase your calories slowly after coming out of the keto diet until you're at your maintenance level. There's so many calorie calculators online that you can use, and you just put in your height and your body weight and your age and your gender, and it will tell you your maintenance calories, and just stick to that sort of roughly around that calorie, and you'll learn that, like, once you use MyFitnessPal or something like that, where you put all your food in, so you can see what, say you get your maintenance calories is 1800, you can put these things in MyFitnessPal, and then once you get to know, you do it so many, a few times and stuff, you get to know what 1800 calories look like, and then you just eat intuitively. You have your go-to meals, you know what you can eat, like oh, you know, this sandwich is 500 calories, fine, I can eat that. And then I can eat this for dinner. It's not a thing. Like, you've not got to worry about, oh my God, I've just got to eat just a mugshot for lunch, because literally that's what I used to do. So yeah, get yourself to a place where you feel happy and confident in yourself, and then please try and find workouts that you love, even if it's activities that you love. If you love swimming or aerobics classes, if I couldn't afford or didn't want to get a PT or whatever reason, I would go to classes. There's so many like weightlifting classes and cardio classes, and even like salsa or something. Find something that you really enjoy, and just show up for yourself 3 to 4 times a week. That's literally all it takes. 3 to 4 times a week, moving your body. You never regret a workout, I promise you that. You will feel so amazing once you start taking care of you. So yeah, I hope you achieve your goal this year. Be the best you, be confident, love yourself, be happy, be healthy, and eat what you want. I hope you get there, and then you can be that way forever. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. I hope you show up for yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy, you deserve to be healthy and confident, and love who you see when you look in the mirror. Yeah, good luck, all the best. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and I will do everything I can to help and support you. Thanks for watching.